Ever thought of making sushi at home? Well, it's easier than you think. Today, we're going to embark on a culinary journey to the heart of Japanese cuisine, right from the comfort of your own kitchen. With some fresh ingredients and a few simple techniques, you'll be rolling your own sushi in no time. From the perfect sushi rice to the most delectable fillings, we've got you covered. Ready to dive into the world of sushi making? Let's get started. First things first, the heart of any sushi is the rice. The journey to perfect sushi begins with a meticulous preparation of the rice. Let's start by rinsing the sushi rice. This step is crucial because it removes any excess starch that might make the rice stick together too much. Pour the rice into a sieve and rinse it under cold water, repeating this process several times until the water runs clear. This might take a few tries, but it's worth the effort to get that perfect sushi rice consistency. Once the rice is thoroughly rinsed, it's time to cook it. Follow the package instructions to ensure the best results. Remember, each grain of rice should be separate and not mushy. While the rice is cooking, we can prepare the vinegar mixture that gives sushi rice its distinctive flavor. This mixture is a combination of rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. Mix these ingredients in a separate bowl, then heat it slightly. The warmth will help dissolve the sugar and salt, creating a smooth, well-integrated mixture. When the rice is cooked and still warm, transfer it to a large non-metallic bowl. This is where the magic happens. Drizzle the vinegar mixture over the rice. Then, gently fold it in using a wooden spatula. It's essential to be gentle during this process to avoid crushing the rice grains. As you mix, fan the rice to cool it down. This also helps remove any excess moisture, ensuring the rice remains fluffy and doesn't become too sticky. The art of sushi rice is in balancing the moisture so that it's sticky enough to hold together, but not so much that it becomes a paste. Through this process, you should start to see the rice taking on a glossy sheen, a telltale sign that your sushi rice is ready. The rice grains should be sticky, yet retain their individual shape. Now that our sushi rice is ready, it's time to prepare the fillings. This is where the fun begins, and the opportunities for creativity are endless. But that's a story for the next scene. For now, let's revel in the satisfaction of preparing the perfect sushi rice. Next up, it's time to slice and dice the fillings. When it comes to sushi, freshness is key. So make sure all your ingredients are at their peak. Now, each filling needs to be sliced into thin, manageable strips. The thinner the better. It allows for a balanced flavor and easy rolling. Let's say you're using cucumber. You'd want to peel it, then cut it lengthwise into quarters. After that, remove the seeds and slice it into slender strips. If it's a piece of fresh, sashimi-grade tuna, simply slice it into thin strips against the grain. For avocado, cut it in half, remove the pit, and then slice the flesh while it's still in the shell. Just remember, the goal here is to get everything into a shape that will roll easily and taste great in a single bite. With our fillings ready, we move on to the exciting part, assembling the sushi. Now comes the fun part, assembling the sushi. It's like crafting a piece of edible art, and the key is to be patient and gentle. First, we'll lay a bamboo rolling mat on a clean, flat surface. This handy tool is going to help us shape our sushi roll. Now, to avoid any stickiness, place a sheet of plastic wrap on top of the bamboo mat. This little trick ensures a smooth roll and easy cleanup afterwards. Next, take a sheet of nori or seaweed and place it on the plastic wrap, shiny side down. The shiny side has a more appealing look when the roll is done. Now, wet your hands to prevent the rice from sticking to them. We don't want to lose any of that delicious sushi rice, do we? Take a small handful of sushi rice and spread it evenly over the nori. Remember to leave about ½ an inch of nori exposed at the top. This will help secure our roll later on. Now it's time for the fillings. Arrange your chosen fillings in a line across the center of the rice. You can use anything you fancy, from fresh fish to crisp vegetables, or even some ripe avocado. Ready to roll? Lift the edge of the bamboo mat closest to you with both hands. Begin rolling the mat away from you, using your fingers to hold the fillings in place. As you roll, press gently but firmly to shape the sushi roll. Towards the end, wet the exposed edge of nori with a bit of water to seal the roll. Take a moment to admire your handiwork. You've just made a sushi roll. But hold on, don't be too hasty to dig in just yet. We still have a bit more to do. With our sushi rolled, we're almost ready to enjoy our homemade sushi. The final touches are just as important as the first steps. So stay tuned as we move on to slicing and serving our sushi roll. The anticipation is part of the fun, isn't it? The final step, slicing and serving. Now that you've rolled your sushi, it's time to transform this long roll into bite-sized pieces of delight. Grab your sharpest knife and let's get to it. First, wet the blade of your knife. This prevents the sushi rice from sticking and helps you make clean cuts. Now, with a gentle sawing motion, slice your sushi roll into 6 to 8 pieces. Remember, sushi is a delicate dish, so be gentle and take your time. Now, onto serving. Arrange your freshly cut sushi pieces on a plate. Don't they look appetizing? But wait, we're not done yet. Sushi isn't complete without its classic accompaniments. Pour some soy sauce into a small dish. Add a dollop of wasabi on the side for those who love a kick. And don't forget the pickled ginger. It's great for cleansing the palate between different types of sushi. And just like that, you've made your very own sushi at home. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, keep trying and soon you'll be a sushi making pro.